What's up guys, and it's time to take a full look at the Vivo V11 Pro, the potential OnePlus 6T killer. This is the first phone to have an in-display fingerprint scanner and a water droplet notch. Not only that, we also have a smaller chin as well. All this we're gonna see with the OnePlus 6T, but it is already here with this Vivo V11 Pro phone. So you're getting all those 6T changes with this Vivo V11 Pro, and of course at a cheaper price, and it will be even cheaper when that phone comes out. So let's take a full look at the new Vivo V11 Pro. Apart from the new 6T features, what are the other new stuff on this phone? Is it worth your time and your money? Let's find out. Now let's start off with the design and build quality of this phone. It doesn't actually look any different from their previous Vivo phones. It has that typical design, vertical dual cameras. It has a really nice gradient color and it gives a look of a glass phone, but it's actually a plastic phone. It has a plastic back with this gradient finish. It has this blue/dark blue color shift, and in some situations it actually looks black and blue. But because it is a plastic phone, it doesn't actually feel that premium compared to a proper glass phone. But the great thing about plastic is that it's actually more durable compared to the glass. So if you drop this phone, the chances of breaking is less compared to a actual glass phone. If we take a look at the bottom of the phone, we have the headphone jack, the charging port, which is surprisingly not USB-C. It sucks, but it is a fast charging port nonetheless. It has that dual engine charging thing, just like the Vivo Nex. So you're getting that top charging speed, which is almost as good as the OnePlus 6 as I tested it out in the fast charging test. And of course, we do have the single speaker at the bottom. The volume rocker and the power key can be seen on the right, and there's no button on the left, so that's pretty good. But obviously the star of the show is the display, and of course inside the display we have the in-display fingerprint scanner, which is really fast. What they have done is that they actually have combined the facial recognition system on this phone and the in-display fingerprint scanner together to create a super fast experience, because using just the in-display fingerprint scanner is a little bit slow process. In situations it will take time. Most of the time it will work, but it's definitely not going to be super fast all the time. So combined with that face unlock, it's going to be incredibly fast. That's probably the secret that OnePlus 6T will also going to use, making the combination of the in-display fingerprint scanner as well as the facial recognition to create that unlock the speed thing that they're gonna market. So we have it already on this Vivo phone. If you enable both stuff, they work together to create this intelligent scan, and it works like a boss all the time. Now, one of the absolute best thing about this phone is its display. So it's a 6.4-inch display, and it is an OLED display, which is really good because the colors are nice on this display. And not only that, it's rocking a water droplet notch, which gives you the maximum screen area. It is a true notch evolution. I mean, if we compare it to something like the iPhone X, there is a world of a difference. I mean, this thing looks so better. And while of course we do have 3D Face ID on the iPhone X, this thing is just incredible. Screen to body ratio is so much better. And this time they also managed to shrink the bottom bezel as well. So a notch and a thick chin looks ugly. Vivo knows this. That's why they have reduced the chin, which is well appreciated. Still, it's a little bit bigger than the iPhone X's chin, but the notch makes up for it by becoming really small. And just like OnePlus, Vivo has done their own optimization. If you're watching YouTube video or if you're playing a game, this will not going to take the full screen, meaning the notch will not going to interrupt your viewing experience. So it's going to be a perfect uninterrupted display usage experience. At the same time, you're going to get that maximum screen area to play with as well, because this is having a really large display. And when you're normally using the phone, like using Instagram or browsing, this will not going to affect you at all because this actually looks good. Just a quick side-by-side size comparison with the Galaxy Note 9. You can see it is almost as big as the Note 9, obviously a little bit smaller because of that water droplet notch. We have almost no top bezel, and the chin is actually smaller than the Galaxy Note 9's chin, just a little bit. So Vivo has done a great job with the display, I have to say. It is definitely not as sharp as the Note 9 or anything. It is still a 1080p panel, but the colors are really good. And at the price of $400, this thing is having a great display. Now, the only downside with this display is in the outdoor situation, so it doesn't get as bright as the other phones. But other than that, this display packs all the main ingredients of the OnePlus 60, like the water droplet notch design and the in-display fingerprint scanner. Of course, it's going to be cheaper, and by the time OnePlus 60 comes out, it's going to get even more cheaper. Now, under the hood, this is where they have cut the cost. So we have a Snapdragon 660 processor inside, which is definitely not as fast as the Snapdragon 845. But with 6GB of RAM, it should be able to give you enough juice for your applications when it comes to playing games and everything. It actually does a really decent job. And since it's a mid-range chipset, it should be able to give you a really good battery life as well. It would have been much better if they went with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 chipset, which checks all the boxes such as 4K recording and everything, and has a better Geekbench score as well. But yeah, Snapdragon 660, it is definitely still better than a MediaTek chipset. Now let's talk about the software on this thing. So this actually comes with the FunTouch OS based on Android 8.1 Oreo, and I'm not a big fan of their UI. It is inspired by iOS a lot, so whenever I have to use a Vivo phone or something, I always use a launcher. So I'm using the Lean launcher, which is really good. It gives you that stock pixel look. But still, there are things that annoy me, such as the settings. You can't actually search anything, and it's just a little bit different compared to your normal Android phone settings or a Samsung phone settings. So it's different, and sometimes it takes a while to find an option, such as if I want to check out all my app settings, there's no main app setting on the front page. You actually have to go into more settings, and that's where you get the app manager. So like I said, different experience with this one, but a launcher makes life a hell of a lot easier. Now, what about those cameras? We have a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel combination camera on the back with f1.8 aperture, and on the front, sitting in that water droplet notch, is a 25 megapixel front camera for the selfie. When it comes to the picture that I've taken outdoor, it looks absolutely stunning. I really like the dynamic range. Again, no 4K video recording, that sucks. It's only limited to 1080p. It has this dual pixel autofocus similar to Samsung phones, so the autofocus performance is really good in video. And thanks to f1.8 aperture, you can take some good indoor low light pictures as well. I'm definitely surprised from the camera on this phone, because normally we don't have that good camera with the Vivo phones, but I kind of like this one here. The selfies are nice and bright. It does have some processing going on, even if you turn off everything, but it is welcoming. I mean, most people will like this. I personally like more natural image compared to this, but it is overall a good selfie phone. Now, because it's a big phone, we have a big battery size inside as well. It's rocking a 34 mAh battery combined with that 1080p display and Snapdragon 660 processor. This thing can definitely get you through the day without any problem. And then again, it also supports the new dual engine charging, so you have those fast charging speeds as well. So overall, Vivo V11 Pro is a potential OnePlus 60 killer in my opinion. You're getting those main features at a cheaper price. Obviously, with the 60, you're definitely going to get a better performance like Snapdragon 845 processor, a more premium look, and probably better cameras that can shoot 4K. But if you want something that has the same design as the 60, as well as the in-display fingerprint scanner, which is really fast, at a potential $200 cheaper price, then Vivo V11 Pro is a strong phone to go with. So it's my second in-display fingerprint scanner phone, and compared to the first Vivo X21, this thing definitely is improved a lot. So yeah guys, that's my full review of the Vivo V11 Pro. I will be doing the performance test against some of the competitors to see how good this phone will perform and how good the Snapdragon 660 performs in a full speed test environment. So thumbs up for that, and let me know in the comments what videos you're excited for, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.